Grand Rising. How are you? I tried to give you a show of the cards, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that. I don't know what happened. I'm going to do a quick mic check, just to check that you can hear me. Make sure that I'm in the center of the screen, which I think I am. Make sure that I'm in the center of the screen, which I think I am. Make sure. And I'm testing that again with the sound blocking. Test 1, 2, 3. The sound blocking. Test 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That sounds good to me. All right. G'day, hello, and Grand Rising. How are you? I anticipated this being in the upright position, so sorry. I'm a little frazzled by that. Hey, how are you? All right. So I hope you've been well. I have had a little bit of a check on Instagram to see how the world is going, and it feels like there needs to be a little bit of unitedness. My heart goes out to the people in the Middle East and also to the American citizens. I just pulled some cards before I came onto the session. Sorry. Just making sure that that will capture my voice. Let's start. So, Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, call you into the here and now. And I ask that you deliver messages for the collective's highest good. These cards will be used as clarifying cards. Whee! I have only ever made a mess with that. Oh. If you were at the last live, thank you so much for catching that. I appreciate you. Thanks for getting the reading. It was a new deck, so Grandma giving me a gift, so I unboxed it live, and then that's what it turned into. So cheers to you if you were there. Hello to you if you're stopping in for the first time. I'm Chris, the Aussie Alchemist. I'm from Australia, Victoria. I'm tuning in near the airport here in Sudbury. Cheers. All right. Mike Orion's Animal Tarot will be used for the main spread. We are doing a 22 card spread, so just tune in, tune out, do whatever you need to do to get comfy. Yeah, lots of love being offered in this space towards anyone who needs that right now. The World card dropped out. I'm not ready to pull cards though. The World card and the Five of Pentacles. So when I see the Five of Pentacles, yeah, I get it. Sometimes it can be about financial hardship for the individual, but sometimes if an individual is looking at the world, sometimes it can look like the world is in a Five of Pentacles. So it's better to take a breath, to slow down, to zoom in, and let things go. Breathe, right? the best thing we can do is master ourselves through a situation. So as long as we're not feeling hungry, I feel like the word hangry is coming to mind. Hangry. Make sure that you're letting yourself feel full. It's a big part of feeling secure, safe. All right. Which oracle deck are we using today, please? When you are going to gamble, the best place to gamble is on yourself. Tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. I said it a few months ago. I gave the offering that it's pretty easy to start seedlings and share them with your friends. Because it's not always easy to start everything yourself, but as a community, it's fun and it can be rewarding. I will say that rabbit is quite a sustainable protein, as are chicken. Quail tend to be a little bit smaller. Find somebody who's not gorish. Find a chef. Find somebody who knows how to grow from hydroponics. Find somebody who knows how to grow from soil. Find out what the word permaculture means. Community. Communities can thrive in groups of 100. More than that, they need governance. Interesting. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So today, I'm going to go a little bit more intense on the astro weather than I normally do. Hello to everybody who has just walked in. How are you? I hope you're well. The astro weather. So what am I talking about here and now? Nope. Don't do that to me. All right, so I might as well talk about the full month of March to make the most of time. So today, here and now, it is the 1st of March 2026, and at the moment we have Leo in the moon. The moon is in Leo, sorry. Right now, the moon is at 12 degrees Leo, 39 minutes, 47 seconds. With Saturn in Aries and Chiron in Aries. Those latter two not so important. They're a little bit slower moving. You can reference my previous videos to get an idea of that. I'll just show you what I'm looking at so that you can know what I'm looking at. Right now, I'm just looking at this part here. Sun is in Pisces, a third of the way through, well and truly let go of the Aquarian vibes and well and truly settled into the Piscean vibes. So powers may be coming online at a comfortable rate. Definitely might have been on the precipice of practicing communicating that before the retrograde. Maybe this retrograde is going to give you time to practice or hone in whatever has been happening for you, coming up for you. We've also got Venus at 23 degrees just now. Same temperature as Mercury. So we did have that parade last night. So anybody that caught that half an hour after the sunset, sorry, you will have seen some planets in the sky, especially if you had your binoculars or your telescope. Otherwise, you would have seen the closer ones to the sun quite easily, Mercury and Venus. Mars is currently in Aquarius, 28 degrees, preparing for the transit out of that. We move into we move into Pisces thereafter. Jupiter, halfway through Cancer. Nothing really I want to say. Uranus is 27 degrees Taurus. Anything I want to say about that? Not really. And yeah, True Node is currently in direct, so that's always a good time. I'll put this back here, bring this up. So I did a little bit of homework on my ephemeris, not that much, but did a little bit of homework. So when I was talking about how the moon is in Leo at the moment, we've got Mercury in retrograde, 21 degrees. We do end that on the 21st of this month, March. It is currently 5:12 p.m. So just a few more days of that. 3 weeks to be exact. This could just mean that you're going to go through, this is all open to interpretation. This is all my interpretation, right? Like, if you're an astronomer, if you're a astrologer, anything like that, you're probably better off doing your own homework and whatever. But yeah, this is kind of a channel where everybody that does their own homework kind of can interact happily and whatever need be. So we make it all the way back down to 8 degrees. So we're going to lose 13 degrees between now and when we go direct again. This is just going to mean that communications backwards and forwards. I mean, try and have a look at how the Gemini and the Virgo are dealing with the situation. I mean, I, as a curious Sagittarian, am looking at those signs to get an idea. We do have time. It feels like Pisces is one of those zodiacs that gives you the time if you need it, if you're looking for it, if you ask for it. And Mercury might not be as forgiving because of its ability to go retrograde and direct very frequently. I will say that this month, True Node does have the same impact on the stars. So True Node, I know that I'm jumping all the way across here, but True Node then has a retrograde occurring on the 3rd, and then we've got it going direct again on the 11th, and then it goes retrograde again on the 18th, and then it becomes direct on the 26th, retrograding again on the 30th. So take a look at True Node on your chart, have a look at how that impacts you long term, and just know that at the moment, literally in the stars, there's a moment for you to, inside of Pisces again, thank you for making me jump there because they're still inside of the same house. We never quite make it out of Pisces from True or Mars. Once we go into Pisces on Tuesday the 3rd, that ends out in Pisces. Mercury ends out in Pisces because it literally did that huge retrograde, and then the sun will be, why does that say Aries? Duh, because it's Aries season from the 21st. I'm like, wait, what? I thought we were in Pisces with the sun. And then I'm like, no, the 22nd. Anyway, Don't mind me. See, beginner, noob. I'm a noob. I don't mind. And actually, on that Aries day, on the 21st of March, we actually have Mercury going direct. So that's fantastic. That's going to be a day for me to do some releasing work. I don't think I'm actually going to do anything on the 3rd. Just because on that day North Node is retrograde, so I mean it'd be safer to do something on the 11th. When True Node goes back direct. But yeah, I mean, people do what they do. Also, on that same day, on the 11th, that feels like a really empowering day if you're wanting to do anything kind of magical, releasing, cutting. That day, two things go direct. So Jupiter's going direct, and so is True Node. The only thing that's in retrograde is literally Mercury. So as long as you sort of know the direction that you want to go in, as long as you sort of have an idea of which direction you want to take that leap of faith in, as long as you remember who you are, who you're supposed to be in this lifetime, who you're supposed to help, participate with, blah, 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 then you're pretty much going to have a good time of it from there with your True Node up until the 18th, where it goes retrograde again. But it doesn't really matter, because then by the time the next one goes direct, everything's direct. So on the 26th, that's actually a great day to put some momentum energy into the planets. As long as you're using your emotions and feelings, the moon on that night will be in Cancer. I'm looking at this and it says 55 minutes. So this is at 0000 GMT, I think, wherever the world clock starts. Yeah, so I don't know what this is relative to Australia, but yeah, this is just generic piece of equipment. And is there anything else that I need to cover? So week 1, this week we have Leo, Virgo, and Libra for the moons. That marks our 7 days. We have, the sky was kind of cloudy tonight. I saw one big star to the left of the almost full, maybe wanting, I don't know, waning, I don't know, moon. Already covered Mercury. Venus is going to be transiting out of Pisces into Aries. It'll be at 0 degrees on Saturday the 7th. Saturday the 7th is also past the halfway point, so only 4 more days on Saturday until Jupiter goes direct, and then the same amount of days until True Node goes direct. Everything else is sort of stable around that period. Still transiting through Pisces into Aries for Saturn. We reach 2 degrees. So be patient with yourself. Try and lock in your disciplines. Try and lock in the things that you'd like to lock in before we reach that Aries moment on the 21st. But yeah, you've got time. You've got time with a lot of things. With True Node in retrograde, I wouldn't be pressuring yourself beyond anything that you can't handle right now. Don't overexert yourself. The second week, we have the moon in Scorpio from Sunday the 8th, moving into Sagittarius on Tuesday the 10th. Then on Friday the 13th, we have a Capricorn moon. So I will admit, on that night, everything's direct, everything's hunky-dory. Actually, no, Mercury's still indirect. So as long as you're doing your divining to see through that Mercury curiosity, you'll be fine. We're still going to be inside of retrograde. So I don't know. Practice as you wish. Moving on, the third week continues Capricorn. moves into Aquarius, the moon, on the 15th. Then it moves into Pisces on the 17th. And on the 18th, I've already said that's when True Node goes retrograde again. So you're in Pisces, you might get in your feels about it. Just give yourself a minute, like breathe through it. The retrograde that happens with Virgo, you know how hard you've been working to achieve the things you've been working. Don't stress about relationships going dark with that Libra energy on the 5th. Allow yourself to really follow your passions, follow your own ambitions with that Scorpio energy on the 8th. This is in relation to the moon. On the 10th, you can push your beliefs. You can push to expand if that's what you desire. You've got 3 days. The numbers 4, 16, and 27 might be relevant to you. I do say that on the 11th, we go direct on 2 other planets. So shout out to the Sagittarians. Shout out to the stars for doing what you're doing at the moment. And then on Friday the 13th, Capricorn is the moon. So good night to really get grateful for the things that you've been able to master. Get grateful for the things that you've been able to achieve. By this time in the month, it is the 13th. It is like the halfway point. And yeah, gratitude during a direct moment is nice, especially with Mercury being in retrograde still. The moon then moves into Aquarius on Saturday the 15th. Nothing really to remark there. Tuesday the 17th, this is all March. That's when the moon moves into Pisces. The day later, True Node goes retrograde. So take a break. Take stock of your emotions. Take stock of how you're feeling, how you're moving, how you're operating. Friday the 20th, Aries. So day after Mercury goes direct. True Node's still in retrograde, but that's only for 4 days. And then on the 5th day, so that's like, I don't want to call it a dead moment, but that's like a moment where you can really just let the universe, it's like, I want to say, reward you for, I just got a notification, reward you for everything that you've processed through all of the retrogrades, through all of the periods where you haven't felt like you can give your 100%. Give yourself permission to recognize how it is that you want to be replenished by the universe. So that when you reach the point, let's say Saturday the 21st, when the sun goes into Aries, when Mercury goes direct again, when Jupiter is direct, those first 4 days, even though you will transit through Aries energy, you will transit through Taurus energy, you will transit through Gemini energy, and then finally at Cancer energy, you can express yourself that final week quite boldly from Tuesday the 26th. So giving yourself a couple of days off to really calibrate yourself to the time, align yourself to the here and now, giving yourself the opportunity to sort of calibrate yourself to what's going on for you personally. This is what's really going to set you up for the rest of the year. Welcome to the Fire Horse kind of, did you enjoy the pre-flight show kind of thing? Because we round out, so after that, the only mentionable things that I want to say is this final, like 1, 2, 3, 4, this final 5th week, it's only 4 days, from the 28th to the 31st. We come back to the moon is in Leo and then Virgo. So busy month for the moon, busy month for North Node, True North, and for Jupiter and for Mercury. But overall, if you're able to figure out how this all relates to your charts and how this all relates to the collective world around you, this is where you'll get the most benefit from what I'm saying. So as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's my anticipation, it's my hope that you're able to self-govern, self-discern, come to your own conclusions, and ultimately lead yourself to your own sense of security, safety, well-being, right? I'm just another human being doing my own thing on this side of the screen that you're staring at me on. And I can't tell you what to do through your set of circumstances. I can't tell you what to do through everything that you're going through. I can only give you the advice from where I'm at and from where I've been. And so ultimately, it's up to you to decide if anything that I say or if everything that I say is for you. But I do not anticipate that the latter will be the truth, okay? More than likely, a few bits and pieces will resonate with you. Fingers crossed you resonate with some of my gardening stuff. Fingers crossed you resonate with some of my drone stuff. Fingers crossed on my side you resonate with something, because otherwise you wouldn't be here still, right? So let's clear space. I'll acknowledge it's 26 minutes and 20 seconds. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here. If you've found this and you've resonated with anything so far, hit the like button for me. It invites more people to come through on a live. And if you're not subscribed, do me a favor and do that too. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and it would be awesome if you could come along for the ride. Otherwise, it was a pleasure meeting you, in case we never see each other again, because you know the algorithm. There are plenty of people who are starting their own YouTube journey, and so if you're one of those people, good luck, and more power to you, right? So let's do this. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, I ask that you allow me to be in your presence in the here and now. Allow my consciousness to connect with yours, and allow me to deliver messages to the collective for the highest good of all those who connect with meaningful hearts, with meaningful intentions. May the energy that's provided inside of this moment, inside of this field, be used by those who connect with this to help their collective, to help their fields raise their vibration, to help this message fly across the world wherever it needs to go, to the people in Norway, to the people in America, to the people in South America, to the people in Europe, to the people in the Middle East. I offer so much love and light in this moment. I ask that the 5 angels of light be present in the here and now, namely Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Metatron. Form a circle around this moment. Protect each and every person who connects into this moment here and now, or after the fact on the replay. Allow us all to reach a sense of security within our sphere, within our lives, within our moments, so that we do not become interrupted by fear, separation, anxiety, worry, doubt. Divine Mother, I ask that now you send love, joy, peace, faithfulness, and self-control to the collective field. May we remember who we are. May we understand that 2 things can be true at once. May we recognize how to find shelter, food, and community. Oh no, my ceiling is leaking from a new spot over here. Uh-oh. Sorry, I have to move some electricals, because otherwise the power is gonna die. Bugger. It's raining pretty bad here. Oh no. Okay. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it right now. Divine Mother, I ask in the here and now that you would send strength to all the women, courage, patience, and understanding. Heavenly Father, I ask that you send all the men peace, team spirit, and the ability to recognize danger again. If these things have been removed from the collective, please allow them to come back. Allow us all to be able to work together again in peace and harmony. I'm no one. I'm just one in the field. I'm just another you. Trying my best to sow seeds of light inside of the collective field so that we can all enjoy tomorrow together. Whew. All right. That was something else. Hope you're well. Clara, hi. I've done that. I've done that. All right, let's go. Cultivate resilience. Strengthen the container by healing the cracks. Creative expression. Let yourself be danced by the divine. Expand your bubble. Observe others' realities. Extend compassion. In the upright, please. Ooh. I realized today this is quite a few more cards than 22 cards, hey? For example, there will be 5 of these Oracle cards, and then there were however many clarifying cards, plus however many cards you ask for based on your reading at the end. So really, this moment has quite a few cards in it. All right, show me the energy for Libra. Thank you. Crystalline abundance, align with knowing all your needs are met. And then Capricorn placement, please. Last card, thank you. Sovereignty. You have power over your mind, body, and spirit. Beautiful. And I want you to know that you're my favorite girl. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, Billie Jean is not my love. She's just a girl who says that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. How does everybody feel with the container that I've created? Is it a bit rigid? Just had the thought to ask then. Whoops. I did it again. I played with your heart. Got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, Diddums. Clara, I think you might be a bit of a troll. Are you listening to me on a phone by chance? Do you have the ability to turn your thing down? To turn your volume down? I mean, it seems a little bit silly for me to have to tell you that, but is there a television remote that you can use then? Or a mouse? How much truly would you like me to augment what I am doing here and now for myself and for the collective, for you, Clara? Just wondering. I'm walking away from troubles in my life. I don't think I started, sweetheart. Just rewind the video. I'm not going to go over it again. Do you know how to do that one? You just drag the thing across and you rewind the video. Oh, find a better day. Sometimes some people get me wrong. Was it something I said or done? Sometimes coffee makes me nasty. I saw you drip drop. I saw you drip drop. How are you falling there? I don't understand. Anyway, let me move that away. Back to the reading, please. Let's do this. All right, so for the collective's highs, good. Let's see. What do I need to know on the inside? How do we process through the messages that have occurred so far? Rising up, top of the street. Eye of the Tiger might be an indicator for you. Just channeling music for the internal nine. What's going on at the root? The roof is on fire. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time for that. Oh my god. Caught. Who is that? This is an Australian drag queen. Courtney Act. Loved her little bit of a show on RuPaul's Drag Race. Do you guys watch RuPaul's Drag Race? What is happening at the root? I'm going to cut you. Ooh, smooth operator. Smooth operator. Just don't bring the cards that came out before. That was an intense message. It's pretty much 90% major arcana before I came on. I think I accidentally showed you because I had the cards on the screen at the beginning, but intense. Intense energy. Let's see. King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. King of Swords. Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So there's a truth at the center of this, and there is something you're nurturing, and there's an exchange on the horizon. Could be talking to bosses, mentors, leaders, parents, teachers, trainers, conspiracy theorists. But the 2019 variety, not the 26 variety. This space has already been marked for sovereignty, so people who are working on their own energy, people who are standing inside of their own internal abundance, bringing that to the collective field, people who are creatively expressing, expanding their horizons. I feel like there has been a timeline split fully, like it's in effect. So with the King of Swords in the center of this, so black or blue birds may be important for you. Swords talk about thoughts, clarity, really, the truth, discernment. It's an interesting journey to be inside of the swords. With the King of Swords here coming out, this is a general collective message. So this would be Aquarius energy, Libra, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So Gemini is the mutable energy inside of this King of Swords. And this is where potentially the first oracle card comes in handy with this first spot at the core. Cultivate resilience. Strengthen the container by healing the cracks. So a big part of this journey is that we've got to take responsibility for our own vessels, ultimately. So the only way that you can cultivate resilience is by you going out, hitting your sword against the training dummy and potentially gaining your own resilience. Your ability to nurture what you learn, nurture what you grow, is going to be a determining factor in how you are able to exchange with your immediate collective. How you receive, how you give. These are the energies that I'm talking about. The way that you nurture yourself through this period, through this month, is going to really reveal a few things to you. Your sovereignty and your creative expression is just going to skyrocket, as well as everywhere you go, your connections are going to be protected. So by you choosing to expand your bubble, by you choosing to expand your orbit, maybe, you're just going to start seeing different and more opportunities. So that queen was sitting in the second position, so that's possession and love. So what is it that you're nurturing? Maybe you are going to be nurturing a new relationship or even a job, some kind of equivalent exchange coming out with the Queen of Pentacles. And to speak on what I was speaking, it feels like finding the right community and aligning with it. So you very much needing to understand your own truth and the direction that you want to go in, continue in, so that then you can arrive at the third card, the third position, which is the reflection and the mirror. Oh, no, it's not. It's creativity and intellect, the third position. with the Six of Pentacles here, I see that you're even somebody who might be riding off of the back of some success that you had in the previous card's position, and you're just fairly looking at the situation. Queen of Pentacles energy contains within it Taurus energy. Also, that Six of Pentacles contains within it Tauran energy as well. It's like the things that you're able to hold on to, the things that you're able to expand and multiply within your own sphere, within your own world. This is ultimately what is going to help you remain grounded. Thank you. So that then you can continue to absorb this energy and move it in the way that you want it to move. So that then you can move towards crystalline abundance. So aligning with knowing all your needs are met. Very cool spread. So what's happening at the fourth position, which would be the foundation and the connection. What's happening in the collective field, the foundation and the connection. All right, a bunch of cards came out, so I'll just literally place them out in the order that they would be placed in, and we'll see how far we go. All right, so the fourth card is the Ace of Pentacles. At your foundation and connection, it seems you've had some kind of renewal. Seems that you've cut off from the main drag and started your own legacy. You've got all of the equipment, you've got all of the data, you've got all of the tools that you require to go out and begin this journey faithfully. It's like on the back of the Six of Pentacles, it becomes the Seven of Pentacles here on the inside, 8, I guess, with the Queen sitting there with 1 pentacle. It feels as though this period of your life may be a little bit difficult to process through, but it's going to be rewarding. It's like self-help and self-mastery. There isn't any drawbacks really, except, I guess, delusion. So, hey, how's it going? Haven't seen you since I saw you on Elizabeth's channel the other night, chatting with Desiree. How are you, Chalet? Sorry. I opened my door because it's hot, and now I'm putting tracksuits on because I'm getting wet. And I'm just gonna go run out in the rain for a second. I forget that my microphone is like literally tied to me, so you guys can come with me outside and listen to the birds. Who can take the sunrise, sprinkle it with dew? I really should Google which of those stars is sitting between Mars and Neptune. It's like angle. War! Everybody go to war! I'm pretty sure it's angle. It's like a war star. Did anyone see the oarfish in Japan? Omens! 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 Wake up! Boom, da dum, ba doo. Oh my gosh. Did I do too much coffee? Should I have more coffee? Coffee. So you're manifesting something. You're creating something new inside of your reality. You're giving yourself the opportunity to stand in your own truth. You see the way forward, and it's like your spirit team, your ancestors are sitting behind you, backing you with that spiritual backing. The birds of paradise takes me there. There's a bird in the first one, then birds of paradise in the back of the frog. So it's like, okay, you've got the ability to Antares? Nah, I don't know. I think it's like Agnol. I don't freaking know. Actually, in the here and now, I can really quickly jump on my Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, I've shared a video of a guy. What is he? Astro weather guy? Freaking awesome. Anyway, totally side tangent. You're somebody who embodies your truth, and therefore the universe is seeing you. It's aiming to conspire against. It's aiming to conspire with you in order. Algol. I think that may be correct. That seems familiar. But yeah, I didn't do any research on that. But yeah, you're standing in your truth. You're manifesting because you've got this financial backing from spirit. You've got the ability to see your path forward. You're not really deviating. I feel like you're truly cutting through the thick and the thin of everything that's going on at the moment. You're somebody who recognizes that you're somebody who recognizes that when you sit in harmony with your divine, your masculine presentation, this is where you're able to just manifest clearly, easily. This is where you're able to exchange with universal energies and provide yourself with what you need in the here and now, always. It's not a matter of you going into this next stage, this next period with fear, doubt, anxiety, worry. It's more of I'm self-sustained, I can look after myself, I can look after my people, and I'm able to move forward knowing that the universe has me, the universe has my back, and I can just trust that I'm walking in the right direction for me. This is ultimately something that you may be realizing first in your family kind of thing, that you're inside of a moment of peace within your own life, within your own experience, while other people aren't having that same experience. While they are together, sort of grouping up, being corralled, shepherded into some kind of cultural ideology, you're somebody who is just connecting with the right people, I see here, because it's the roses and the quokkas. I've spoken about the quokkas on this channel before, but they're not giving me that energy today. It's the green that's giving me attention, and the yellows. So like, these people make your heart feel calm. They make your heart feel secure. They make you feel safe. And then these flowers, it's like thriving. Even though I get that they're roses, so I guess every rose has its thorn, every community has its drama, but these people really fill up your cup even, because it's the Three of Cups, right? So these heart cups are beautiful. I'm almost drawn to the time crystal that Doctor Strange has, and the little meme that I saw with Loki inside holding, is it Yggdrasil together? The world tree together? That's what makes the time crystal. That's so cool. So by you aligning with the people that are actually for you, by you aligning with the people that it's like spirit's calling you into alignment with the people that are going to help you. Oh, I have a live notification. Go live at 7 p.m. and I'm already live. I did it. I beat my notification. These people are helping you towards your crystalline abundance. They're helping you achieve what it is that you're here to achieve. You are an individual who has been on the path. So with relation to this card, to wrap this card up, this card sits in your wisdom and career position. So of course, by you coming together and collaborating, that's through Pentacles energy, with others, with the right people, with the people who inspire you to achieve more, with the people who inspire you to strive for more, the people who remind you that anything is possible when you set your mind to it. These are the people who are going to help you set up and line up towards this crystalline abundance. And we get the Seven of Swords coming out next. So as a consequence of you finding the right team, as a consequence of you continuing to manifest on your own or inside of the collective field, by you really trusting that you have a truth inside of your heart, inside of your spirit, to announce, to say, to declare, or just to live by, you have arrived at The Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords sits inside emotion and willpower. Now, I don't know about you, but this does not feel like it contains any emotions. The willpower here is kind of survivability, right? So inside of this, I'm seeing a spider, and its web is somehow made out of swords. So follow me for some kind of explanation on this. In total, I've got 7, 10, 11. Swords is what it ends on, and swords is like about air. It definitely feels like there's some kind of truth coming about. There's some kind of balance being played out after this truth is revealed. And it's literally going to be what connects you with your crystalline abundance. Maybe the people that you've been connecting with have been helping you achieve an ideal or a dream of yours, something that you've been able to build slowly over time, something that maybe you have a little bit of anxiety about presenting to the world, but overall it feels like this is something that it's like a project of love. And so because this is a project of love, potentially it's for your collective field. Potentially it's something that's going to help your collective field stay intact, move forward together. Everybody wins when everybody wins kind of thing. It's sort of social in feeling. It's not very individual. And that was in emotion and willpower. It seems like you, the person who's resonating with this reading, might actually be somebody who leads this community to the Ace of Pentacles for everybody. Because these are yours already, and then when we get to the next card, it's like that's what you can do backwards for your community. You can show them how to work with one another, and you can show them how to manifest with each other, for each other, where two or more are gathered kind of thing. But it's on the back of you arriving at a personal ascension. Maybe it's like you've been given something. You've been given a sword. Or you're using your intuition to create a sword. Create a connection, create an idea. You're manifesting so Ace of Pentacles, you're manifesting 3 of Cups community, and then 7 of Swords strategy. Are you building a community as well? Are you growing your tribe as well? You leading your tribe with the blue here, the royalty coming through with the King of Swords? Starseed, maybe. I'm seeing the stars inside the sword now. Whoop. Oh man. I think these are the last of the cards. Nope, one more. I'll take it from the bottom. All right, I can put those cards away. Da 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 da. You gonna dibby da down, but dirty. Da 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 da. The angels up in the cloud, oh and da 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 down. Something about of the ordinary. You got me thinking about sanctuary. He's the beheading fixed star, I believe. Why does that give off with your head? Then you can travel as you wish to do on your own sailboat. Huh? Who can take the sunrise? Sprinkle it with dew. Do the crazy things that you have always wanted to do. The Candyman Oh, that you know that he can. Oh, the Candyman can. I want to see what comes next. So the 7th card, the Be in the Becoming, is the 5 of Swords, so Discord. So there may be some cognitive dissonance occurring inside of your experience. This is an internal 9 card, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You may be experiencing some discord, and this is on the internal. This is after you have encountered your community, after you've encountered the people that are making you feel good. There may be an energy of somebody coming through that tries to prevent or distract, or I don't know, not distract. It's like blocking you from being able to, like, it's like they throw, I don't know, someone, it's like the idea of getting dandelion seeds and then throwing them in someone's perfectly curated garden, like blowing them into the garden and them having dandelions everywhere. You really would have helped them if they had any kind of immunodeficiencies. Dandelions have a lot of beneficial properties in them, especially the younger ones. But yeah, even the leafy greens. Actually, most weeds inside of a permaculture system will give you ideas on how to plant. For example, I saw dandelion growing on my footpath. And so I imagined just grabbing rocket and throwing it on the footpath, because I imagine if dandelion can grow like that, rocket will too. It's the same shape, same variety. I know that I've got to put potatoes in soon, pumpkins, zucchinis, because we're going to go into autumn and winter. So this discord, it could very well be on the back of you having expressed this idea. I'll say we're at 12 swords here. 13 swords if you count the king. This discord will be transformative for you. It's okay. You've gone through enough in this experience that your manifestations are still on track. It's not like anybody can deviate. And also the way that you're choosing to exchange with the universe sees it. So regardless of if you're putting in a little bit of effort or a lot of effort at the moment, the universe is seeing your contribution. So rest and know that even your ancestors are watching the way that you're moving in the here and now, because there isn't much more to watch at the moment. The way that individuals choose to express in the here and now is really how the future will play out. Like the energy that you choose to sow into the present is the energy that will come back to you, for sure. You can't say fake. Huh? I've been learning about how to get... Yep. When you go through this transformative moment, I might have actually been referencing the 10th of March here. This moment that you transit through these swords, it's like I'm getting the flutter of like 13 books appearing in front of you, and all of them are asking you, please read me, please read me, please read me. You can get through it. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So you can take your problems on one sword at a time. It's like you don't have to take all the swords at once. You don't have to be Aragorn or Gimli or any of the Lord of the Rings running down to battle with your weapon drawn and your mouth screaming, ah! And I'm seeing the 300 as well for Sparta. I will say that this 5 of Swords is quite aquatic by nature, and so I feel like you do dive This came out before the Swan Dive. It's part of the Mystical Healing Oracle. I did an unboxing. That was so cute. Anyway, thanks to my grandma again. How does this play out? So this is the being becoming. You're becoming somebody who's not afraid of conflict or discord. That's so interesting. You actually might be somebody who just alchemizes now. You recognize that you can only really control how you respond and react, and so you're choosing to pay attention to that. You're choosing to recognize and see that by you metering your passions, by you metering the way that you express yourself, not in a negative way, like you're trying to hide anything, but in the sense of, it's like, I know who I am, I know where I'm going, I know what I've had to leave behind, I know what I've gone through to get here, and it looks like there's tattoos, even though it's not. I know what I've had to go through to get here. People can't really take away my experiences. They can surely take away my reputation. They can surely take away my ideology. They can twist, pervert, and retain. But ultimately, I know who I am. So I'm moving towards happier days, happier people, people who have a positive glow inside of their heart space, a positive outlook in their solar plexus and sacral chakras, people who really connect with the moment. They probably do stop and smell the roses. They probably do stop and pick up any flowers that are on the ground because they know that they can carry those seeds back home and grow their own flower at home and have a cornucopia to enjoy. This is just you embodying your truth. It isn't news. This is just a confirmation. Remember, my readings are for you to get confirmations, and I'm not here to tell you the story of your life, but if it's feeling like it is the story of your life, then yeah. Hit the like button, let me know what's going on in the comments, and subscribe. So moving on, at the bottom, the 8th card, the reflection in the mirror, I feel, therefore I protect, is the 7 of Wands. It's interesting that it comes out as the 7 of Wands. That is defense, protection, invulnerability. Now, you may have been concerned that you've been giving too hard, working too hard on procuring the coins for yourself, getting your coins. I don't know how that's going to resonate for everybody, but the universe wants you to know that by you continually showing up in your truth, by you continually coming up and knowing who you are, by you showing up and just sowing the seeds that you've got, like I'm even drawn back to the parable of the sower. It's like, the master gives the slaves 5 talents, 3 talents, and 1 talent. And the slave with 1 talent does nothing but bury their talent. It's almost like head in the sand, and refuse to recognize that he'd been given any talent by his master. And so by the time the master comes back, the person who was given 5 has multiplied theirs to 10. The person who was given 3 has multiplied theirs to 6. And the person who was given 1 has not done anything with it. They go and unbury their talent and reveal it to the master and say, here is your talent. And the master in this story actually chastises, rebukes his slave and says, you wicked thing. And so one big thing about submissive dominant deities is you must know what you need to do in order to make your deity happy. So if you have a Yahwehian, Abrahamic faith, double check to see what it is exactly that your deity wants from you. Remember that Jesus is separate to those things, and that they've co-opted stories, as they always have in history. Just ask the Celtics or the Druids from the Roman times, but can we ask them, actually? Oh gosh, you're cheeky. You wicked thing. You're somebody who's walking forward in the light that you've been given from your birth. You're somebody who recognizes that you can steer your passion quite easily. You can move yourself forward. You can hold yourself back. You can recognize that if there's something inside of your field that's no longer in alignment, you can change it. And if you're not at that stage where you're able to recognize clearly that the way that you pour your energy out is the way that it will return to you, then ultimately you'll figure it out one day. And I mean, not everybody believes in karma, not everybody believes in reincarnation, not everybody believes in everything that everybody else believes in. But I will say this, believe me, I'm so glad that I am not in the United States of America. Because the stage has been set. There's only really time to get your popcorn if you grew any last season. And just watch. The stage has been set. I don't know what else to tell you. I've been trying to tell as many people as I could to get away from that stage, but you can only be so clear. The Queen of Cups in the final position. And I'm really sorry. My heart goes out to America. You did try your best. You called yourselves the United States, and I feel like that was the best intention. Good intention, right? You'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine. Expression and passion. The Queen of Cups talks about compassion for me here and now. And when the Queen of Cups comes out at the bottom of all of this, it means to me that you've been somebody who not only took the time when you could to nurture the truth that was being revealed to you in the time it was being revealed to you, but you actually integrated that message and started sharing the message too with your collective field. You recognized that there wasn't any point in doom and gloom, and there wasn't any point in fear and division, and so you just started offering little bits and pieces of information throughout your existence, throughout your 15 minutes. You recognize that not everybody's going to be able to arrive at the emotional maturity to be able to recognize that they need to slow down, they need to stop, they need to plant seeds, they need to grow some chickens, grow some rabbits, grow something for themselves so that they can feed themselves tomorrow. Whether it be something of learning how to collect water with the internet while it's still available. I mean, this is just it. How many internets are there around the world? If Elon decides to turn Starlink off, what happens then? How many people do you know that know how to put up their own internet system? How many people do you know that know how to connect to a radio system and actually use two-way? There's enough time for anything that you can think of. Don't forget, you won't be put through anything that you're not ready for or that you can't deal with. So this experience, this reality is really just for you to progress, to move on, to evolve, to live. And so if you're able to integrate the message of the internal nine, if you're able to recognize that Discord is no longer an option, maybe Discord will be the outlook of the future. Maybe with the things that are happening in the planets, there are people in positions of power who are looking to use this flux, this wave. And so I would just encourage you to, as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm listed under entertainment purposes only, so unfortunately, I can only work inside of those parameters, and I do what I do. I don't mean to spread fear. I don't mean to be ambiguous. I don't mean to do anything other than try and let you know that maybe not everywhere feels the same kind of pressure. Maybe not everywhere feels as closed off and locked away. But if you are in the States of America, my heart goes out to you. I send you so much love and light. I send you so much. And anybody specifically, it's just because I know one of my friends, the state of Georgia, if you know of any ICE facilities that have started or opened up near you, please get the fuck away. Go to another state where they haven't. I don't understand what your leadership is doing, and I don't mean to make comment from the situation and place that I'm in. I don't pretend to understand what's going on in the higher up political games, but I just know that I want everyone to be able to eat. I want everybody to be able to have shelter where they can sleep, and I want everyone to feel safe together. So that's my wish for everybody, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. It only took 7 years to get to here from 2019, and I wish I was wrong. It was why I bound my own magic, bound my own dreams, and it is why I have unbound myself so that I can continue doing the work that I wanted to do back then, but was too afraid to live sold out to that idea. So here and now, here I am. Sorry I disappeared for a little bit, but what can you do? I'm Very human. All right, gonna pull stones for the external 12. I'm gonna roll the dice as well, as I did the other day. Fingers crossed the dice is in here and I didn't throw it somewhere else. All right. So I don't need the 12. I've got the 10. Let's go. What's the planetary influence that I should focus on today, please? For the external clock. 4. 4 to the floor. I was sure that you would be my girl, and I could have it all. It's the moon. Feelings and instincts. Feelings. Everybody has feelings. If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The crowd is here and the lights are on. Who can take the sunrise? Ooh, girlfriend. We got air, fire, water, air, fire. Excuse me. Water. There is no earth. 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 Water. And finally, that means earth. We start on air and we end on earth. Woo. Oh, what's happening? You were being filtered. What is happening? Am I missing something? That's really cool. You're saying you were told that you have lived about 1,200 lives prior to this one, most of them in the Pleiades, and I would still be alive when my family came back to this planet. Cool. I don't disregard other people's beliefs here. I have my own. I really believe that the universe is an experience point. I really believe that the universe has created this perfect sphere for us to live inside of, to coexist, to cohabitate with all of the other species that are around us. And I believe, and I don't know if you feel this or recognize this as well, but I believe that we are all the same universe inside of an individual body having the body's experience, but ultimately our consciousness is the same being, the same circle being, like the one being. It actually looks like the symbol of the sun for astrology. Which, me personally, I believe that that is the goddess energy, and I believe that the light that came out of the goddess is the god energy. And I believe that the Abrahamic faith is talking about that god energy, that god deity, it's a subconscious governing body. So the things that we refuse to look at as a species are the things that essentially challenge us all individually moving forward. So, and anyway, I'm somebody who believes truthfully that I'm not really an individual having an individual experience. I am one with the universe having a universal experience, and I recognize that the universe is the only thing that it would crave would be to end. That's the only thing that it hasn't experienced, and that's the only reason why I can imagine it gives us our lives for the quantity of time that it gives us. It gives us the ability to survive, thrive, our choice, our free will. And we don't understand how time works. So in my simulation, in my thinking, I've got two philosophies that I'm playing with. I think, therefore I am, and I think, therefore there is. They're still both somewhat cave allegories, and they're a little bit old to be considering in the here and now. But anyway, I can't prove that anybody exists outside of this moment except for myself without using their name. I can prove that I had a mother and a father. I think I can prove that. Because a human being requires a mother and a father. Do you get what I mean? Like, I can quantify that I'm an Australian because of the accent that I have, and I sound like people from my area. Cool. Fern Gully. Anyway, and so the way that I've been talking for a while, the only reason that I try to reach or speak to 12 people at any point is because I understand, and I've been doing some work with different books, Carl Jung and the Western astrology as well as the Eastern, trying to have a look at why this 12 number comes out so much. So I'm talking about the Middle East and the Western. We've got 12 zodiacs. They've got 12 tribes. 12 seems to come up a lot. Even Sumerian text. Anyway, come back. I'm intrigued by the ability to hide things in plain sight. Why have we got a clock with 12 numbers when there's 24 hours in a day or something, even though it's 23 and 46 in a day or something like this? Why is time moving faster now than it was before? Like, in 40 years, it's changed speed. I think about a whole bunch of crazy shit, and I love it, because I just sit here and I go, wow, it is so fun to think about all these things that could literally just be logical nonsense. Literally, could just be logical nonsense. Because essentially, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're just cultured monkeys. You and I, with old technology, like the fork and the spoon and the knife. The knife has changed shapes. It's been a sword once upon a time, and now it's down to a kitchen utensil, a dinner utensil. Anyway, that tangent was so big. Can we do the externals so that we can do the reading? Shall we? Chalet has offered 12, 28, 11, and 39, 33. Who can take the sunrise? So, the moon in Libra at 1 o'clock. We have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords comes out with creative expression. Let yourself be danced by the divine. Baby wants to dance in the dark. Cause when no one's looking, she falls apart. Baby loves to dance in the dark. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Why does it keep hiding your comments? Creative expression. Let yourself be danced by the divine. Cause when he's looking, he falls apart. Baby loves to dance in the dark. In the dark, in the dark. Rama, Rama, Gaga, ooh la la. Want your bad romance. I want your ugly. I want your disease. I want your everything as long as it's free. I want your love. Love, love, love. I want your love. I want your love. I wanted bad romance. I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Whoa, 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 oh, whoa. So interesting that the Four of Swords came out for the Aries. I mean, for the 1 o'clock, the self, the identity. I did mention with the astro weather that if you do take those 4 days, once the Sun goes into Pisces, then you're going to avoid any of that retrograde nonsense and your mind will be clear. You'll be clear and ready to take on whatever legacy it is that you're wanting to leave behind, whatever war that you're going to. Love is a battlefield. We are strong. No one can tell us we're old. Love is a battlefield. 30, flirty, and thriving. Yep. So the moon in Libra. Thinking about how you want to connect with people. Thinking about how you feel when you connect with people. Are you somebody who brings awareness to connections? Are you somebody who is bringing your light to the moment and allowing the right connections to filter in, to filter through? This feels like it's the 3-4. It feels like it's the continuation of the 3 of Cups energy on the inside. It's like you've found, and it's on the other side. This is where I'm getting to. Let me cook. 7 of Swords to 4 of Swords on the outside. Justice. I love that. 8, 9, 10, 11, justice. By you standing in your truth, by you literally, like from the very beginning, we had the truth with the King of Swords coming out as the very first card. By you deciding, no, I recognize who I am. I know who I am. I know where I'm going. I know how these influences, I know how these connections affect me. So I'm going to push myself forward. I'm going to allow myself to hold on to my truth. I'm going to move forward with the energy that I've got inside of myself. Yeah, it's going to look like a creative nonsense mess to the wrong people, but that's by design. I don't want the wrong people to be around. I don't want to be around negative influences. I don't want to be around negative ideas. These ideas fester and rot and putrefy. And so I'm taking rest. I'm taking stock. I might be moving a little bit slower in terms of the connections and relationships that I'm moving into. Why? Because I'm dancing with the divine. I'm dancing with the divine and I'm trusting that it is going to unfold the path that I need to walk forward in the right time, in the right space, and not anything that I do or anything that I want to do, especially during a time of retrograde, will help me get to that point any sooner. I just have to trust that the universe knows what it's doing and rest in the knowledge that this too shall pass. So, cool. I was hoping for something like that to come out. For the one, I was worried. It seems like the right connections are really going to be coming towards you. You're going to have a good sense of where these right connections are coming from. It's going to feel like an equivalent exchange. It's not going to feel like an excessive burden. It's going to feel quite healthy, quite happy, quite conducive. So I'll just double check chat because it's moving a little bit. But I try to live like, this is Sprinkle 777, aka Chalet. But I try to live like a monkey would. It's a bastard called YouTube. Best concert I have ever seen. I love Lady Gaga. Oh, also one more 3 I saw. Holy 3. Good Lord. I just saw 6 more 3s. Are you okay, lovely? All right, 2 o'clock. We've got values and resources here, second house. We have this in Leo. So before I move on, let me do some clarifying for the 4 of Swords. What is actually going on here at the 4 of Swords, please, Spirit? Let me know. Let me have a look. Let me see. Are we happy about it? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. So I get the Seven of Swords as the last card, then Two of Pentacles on top of that, then the Page of Wands on top of that, and the Two of Swords. So to clarify the Four of Swords, it's if you're at a stalemate, get curious again, allow yourself to bring balance to the experience, and then use strategy to move forward. Especially if you're feeling like that Four of Swords energy is stagnant. I feel like the Page of Wands will be what I leave here. Get curious again. Allow yourself to move forward with your own sense of trust yourself in the moment. Trust and believe that you know where you're going, you know what you're doing, you know what you're trying to achieve. And so you can keep that optimistic nature. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with that card there. It's like I just saw Bilbo. I'm going on an adventure. And then I see like Anduin and they're going to the elves' home. Wow. Community is coming. That's all I'll say. So at 2:00, values and resources. We've got the moon in Leo. So, I mean, are you feeling it? Can you feel the energy? Are you moving into the right fields? Are you meeting the right people? Is it time for you to... The video under yours is Tarot 333. I don't know what that means. Who? I don't know who you're talking about. Should I jump off and go have a look at her channel? Should I go support her and chit chat in her chat? Are you having fun, sweetheart? Leo, you may be protecting your connection. You may be protecting what you've created, right? You may be somebody who is very much in their feelings. You want people to meet me halfway, right at the borderline where I'm gonna wait for you. I'll be walking my night and day to my heart and the rhythm, and this is what I say. Whoa, 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 I just can't go any further than this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Girl. Two of Cups. Have I talked about it enough? Leo, you know what's up. I mean, I don't think I need to tell you what's up. I can get some clarifying cards if you're interested, but I feel like you know what's up. You come out of that Page of Wands energy quite strong. It's like, you know what you're doing. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. I want to take a ride on your disco stick. Don't think too much, just bust it quick. I want to take a ride on your disco stick. Hey, let's play a love game. Play a love game. Do you want more? Do you want fame? Are you in the game? It's called a love game. Hey. Hey. Hello, big boy. How you doing? Oh my gosh. This is why I don't coffee, because I love coffee. I just keep drinking coffee. Leo, you may be feeling like your compassion is reaching a roof. You may be feeling as though things aren't moving in the direction that you're wanting them to go in. Just trust and believe that if you have been experiencing this discord on the outside, you do have the connections to carry you through. There's no need for you to get excessive. You don't need to give too much to the experience. Everybody knows what they're doing. Trust and believe that you are, you are, ooh, didn't want me to tell you this. You are protected. You are protected in all the endeavors you choose to do, Leo, during this clock reading, the next 24 hours. You're good. You're all good. Cleared. Clear. And only the idiots keep their hands on while that current passes through. And once they're finished, they go in the garden and they fertilize your roses. That's it. Don't talk about Fight Club. And if not, you got pigs, right? They'll look after it, even the bones. Entertainment purposes only, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Use your own discernment, as always. I am not a dictator of any sorts. I am just somebody who's trying to do my best, trying to do a little bit of tarot reading for the collective field and elevating the energy. So let's have a look at this Two of Cups before I do leave. What's going on, Leo? You got everything you need. You know what you're doing. You know where you're going. You can see where you're landing. It's a matter of you being patient with the experience. It's going to be a time where you can stretch and expand. It's like bulking. Like, it's not a time to cut right now. It's a time to, that's a lot of energy. Leo, 5 of Swords, 4 of Wands, discord at the foundation, Knight of Cups coming in, full, 10 of Swords. Yeah, kind of want that to happen that way. You want a new start with a closeout of old ideas, and then you're working together towards that 4 of Swords. It's a lot of information, Leo. It's like it's legacy energy. You got the 4 of Wands with the 5 of Swords. So it's like you're protecting your legacy. You're looking after what's yours, what you created, how you feel about it. And this is something that you've offered to many people, to anyone that is willing and able to walk in the same direction as you. It's like you offer everybody the same opportunity. And some people may close out the connection with you, and some people may continue to work with you. Either which way, it's not up to you to see how it works. You can just rest knowing that you're doing everything that you can to just offer that. Right? You can only offer that and trust that you're doing everything that you can. You can lead a horse to water, right? Which is fantastic. What do you feel like here, Leo? It does feel like you're more the Knight of Cups here. You're the one that brings offering of healing, offering of transformation, offering of tapping into their power, restoring their heart space. The heart chakra is here, and this is also part of the moon. So it's like by you choosing to realign yourself, by you really aligning yourself with everything that is happening in your 3D, it's like that's preparing you for what's coming next. Your ability to have the right connections and your ability to walk away from the wrong ones, that's what's going to keep you preserved in your energy, keep you moving towards the self without needing to rely on the ego. And yeah, feels like your journey is protected, Leo. So have fun this month. Yeah, I'll move on to 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock, communication and learning. I've got the Hanged One. So this is the moon in Gemini. Feelings. Everybody has feelings. Oh, you got a shift in perspective, Gemini. At 3 o'clock, you're starting to feel like it's safe to express your ideas. You're no longer trapped in old ideology, old thinking. You're ready for the future. If anything, you've got... It feels like the 7 of Swords is in this. You've seen something. You've gotten a shift in perspective. You've gotten an elevated perspective somehow. Woo! I'm seeing so I don't know if you've read The Alchemist, but the water ceremony, the water ritual, looking at the moon through a bowl and meditating on the reflection of the moon. You've spent time with your feelings. You've spent time with your emotions. The moon at the moment is in Leo, so maybe you're going to, in the next couple of days, either the 1st or the 2nd of March, give yourself the opportunity to really have a look at how you're going, how you're tracking, according to yourself, because you're the benchmark. According to yourself, how are you going? Have you had a look back on the progress that you've made to get to the here and now? Are you looking back to see what it is that you're wanting to change, or have you lost course, lost direction? The Hanged One gives you the opportunity to slow down to almost a halt. It's like I'm getting the sense of like slowing someone's heart rate down, and then like immediately time just splits, and then you can just focus on what you need to do, like laser-like focus, with this Hanged One having the red strings on it. It feels as though this shift in perspective may be divinely orchestrated, but it's also something that will help you to see how never to be in this situation ever again. Gemini. It even feels like you may be the ones. You're in your right spot. Gemini's at 3 o'clock. Anyway, you may be the ones that help. Ooh. You may be the ones to help Aquarius and Libra. Excuse me. Being the mutable sign, comes out with the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So this shift in perspective is going to... it's a 7-8. This is kind of like the energy of being assigned somewhere. So if you're a military person, you're going to get early communication that your desire to be protected was acknowledged, and then you're going to get your posting very quickly afterwards. You may not be at the front, but you're still part of it. And whether you go which way or the other, it's like you'll either be part of a defense or you'll be part of that front line. It doesn't matter. Now that you've got the shifted perspective, it's going to be a lot easier for you to move this way. To move in the energy that's happy and favorable to you. I will recognize that the Hanged One has 2 7 of Wands here. So Gemini, it feels like the way that you choose to move forward is the way that others might move forward afterwards. You may be leading the way in terms of how to establish changes, integrate changes, don't know. It'll resonate differently with everybody, but that's the point of a general collective message. But it's happening very quickly. The way that you're going to be communicating, it's going to happen quickly. It's going to be quite a creative, explosive kind of movement, but once you start, it's like... I feel like this could be like the Swift, and the Swift spends like 95% of its life flying. So, yeah, it feels like that pace is very... Woo. Alright, so I want to see what's happening at 4 o'clock. Why are all these notifications happening so much? Moving on to 4 o'clock. I already did that part. Whew. 4 o'clock. Expand your bubble. Observe others' realities. Extend compassion. Card number 15. That is the second card in air. Whew. 4 o'clock. Home, roots, emotional foundation, 4th house. We have the 4 of Pentacles with Sagittarius here. Wow. Sagittarius. Are you protecting what's yours? Are you protecting what's yours by expanding in the right direction? Are you protecting somebody else? What is it? I kind of see... Is it Saturn with the rings and Neptune with the rings? Anyway. That could be Saturn and Neptune together. Totally up to you how you can literally just burn through it. Make it back. Same amount of time in a year as every other human. And so by you extending compassion in the here and now, by you choosing to extend compassion, it may be returned to you, but you know about that and holding your breath for that. So it's like you're just choosing to move in a way that honors you. You're not looking to gatekeep or block anybody else from achieving their own lifetimes. So as long as compassion is being extended in both ways, then the energy flows like a circle continuously. Otherwise, you're somebody, Sagittarius, who has done the work and has really connected to your version of a here and now. And so the universe is exchanging with you and giving you a moment. Enjoy. Sagittarius, the 10th of March may be a powerful moment for you, powerful 3 days. But yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You've brought stability to your field, Sagittarius, that's all. 4 of Pentacles. You could choose to get greedy if you want. You could continue to grow and expand however you want, really. I feel like you're bringing stability to your portion. You're bringing your pentacles to the table. I don't know. It feels like a chair or a table. And I'm moving on now. I'm moving on now. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. Mm-mm. That's it. That's all I got for you, Sagittarius. Sorry. All right. Cancer. Oof. Cancer. So what am I talking about here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 o'clock. Cancer. Creativity, pleasure, and heart. Card number 14. It's the 8 of Swords. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Ooh, Cancer. If in the here and now I might offer you that this is potentially your ascending moment. The world is meeting you with the 8 of Swords. You can feel this in your heart. You can see this in your mind's eye. You're somebody who connects with their logic and somebody who connects with their feelings, emotions quite easily. I don't pretend to imagine that I'm connecting with adult people who have adult lives and adult responsibilities and things to do, people to see, places to go, all the things. I don't imagine that anybody that connects with me is as boring as I am. Okay? So you may be feeling as though the world is sort of holding you in place, but I want you to consider What does a seed do when it is planted in the ground? There is darkness all around and it feels as though there's no change happening. What does a butterfly go through when it's being literally liquefied? Its prior form being a caterpillar. In the here and now, you can use 8 swords to your advantage. This card here speaks about mental restriction. So if you're at the steering wheel of that, then you can choose how to restrict your thoughts, how to restrict the intrusive thoughts is what I want to say. Intrusive thoughts that lead to excessive emotional expression. This is unchecked mental ability, right? You're in control of your entire experience. You're in control of how you choose to interpret and react to everything that's happening to you in this world. Nobody can tell you how to react or respond. You might have been shown in the past by a parent, an elder, a sibling, whatever, but ultimately how you present in the world is completely up to you. You can even sign a contract and still break that. It's up to you. Cancer. This feels real heavy, and I don't really know what to say. I didn't get a confirmation card for Sagittarius. Sorry, Sagittarius. Should I get one now, or should I just stay on Cancer? 8 of Pentacles. I didn't get one for Sagittarius. It had a Oracle card, so I feel like I don't really need to. 8 of Pentacles coming out with the 8 of Swords, Cancer. Feels like you can put more energy towards this boundary, towards this... I don't know. It's like the 8 of Swords isn't really your energy, Cancer. It's not really the 5 o'clock energy. It's just what's coming towards you, potentially. So just keep focusing on what you're working on. Keep manifesting what you're manifesting. If you have to, recognize that you've been in a period of protection and you're moving towards a period of clarity. May take a little bit of strategy for you to continue working and doing what you're wanting to do, but it's okay. It's your life. You've got time. Ultimately, nobody really can tell you what to do, because if you get bored of doing what you're doing, then you can just move to a new task or new thing, and that's that. Cancer, you're the king of initiation. So at least in terms of knowing what your heart wants. So master your mind. That's all I got to say, Cancer. So 6 o'clock, 6th house, service and refinement. We get the Knight of Wands. So this is Aquarius. So Aquarius, you may be in the pursuit of some fun, to be honest. It's my North Node. You may be in the pursuit of something fun. You may be in the pursuit of something that makes you feel alive. Especially after this 8 of Swords moment, if you came out of this Aquarius or you've experienced this inside of your collective field, whew. Psych. It's my party and I cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Ba-ba-ba-bam-bam. Nobody knows where my Johnny has gone. Woo, the moon in Aquarius. I get it. You want to express yourself. Hey, 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 hey. I get it. Go out there, do your thing, make your body sing. You want to go out and hang out with people that inspire you to get creative, inspire you to think about things in a different way so that you continue to grow your own world, your own portfolio, your own life missions. So many life missions. Aquarius, slow down. Page, Knight of Wands. Where are you going with this energy, Aquarius? I'm hearing so many birds flying this way. Deep down wishing you were mine. If I keep getting like dive. Dream about thinking all the ding dong down beep bum dip a boodle bang ba ba da 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 dum. Where are you moving, Aquarius? Where is it you're going? What are you actually applying yourself to? Where are you serving? What are you refining? Your self-image? Your self-identity? You're pursuing manifestations. You're pursuing your truth. You're giving yourself the ability to nurture your dreams, your passions. This is giving you... What's it giving you? Independence. Okay. So Aquarius, you're going through a moment where you might be pursuing your own independence. You might be actually in a moment where your independence is giving you the ability to pursue the things that you're more passionate about with your time. I think you're just somebody who knows how to steward themselves, to be honest. That's the way that it feels like it wants to come out. It's like you know how to steward your time, you know how to steward yourself, and so you move forward. You recognize that maybe you are somebody that recognizes truly there is almost 8 billion people on the planet, and you can only be yourself, right? You're not going to hide behind somebody else's reflection or mask or mirror or anything like that. You can only be yourself. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shallow. Do you know what I mean? You sound like you're from London. I don't know. Whew. So Aquarius, last little message for 6 o'clock. You may be somebody who's teaching others how to stand in their own independence. You may be somebody who's teaching others how to gain their own pentacles, teach their own experience, how to relate to them rather than the other way around. And then we get to the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups with what, to clarify? Oh, shit. The Strength card. These ones are not... I gotta pee. These ones are not upright, so we'll put them back. And then the Strength card and the Knight of Cups. Give me 1 sec. This was 7 o'clock. Relationship and connections. Whew. Knight of Cups and the Strength card. So, Knight of Cups is offering. Eight of Cups is integration. So you're somebody who recognizes that the collective requires all of the moving parts to accomplish, and so with the moon being the planetary body that governs the effect of the side, and the moon being in Aries here at 1 o'clock, you've started offering yourself, your services. You've started working on monetizing. You've started working on finding that way to sustain your lifestyle outside maybe of finances. You're somebody by now, if you're still resonating with this message, you're somebody who has been locking in crystalline abundance. You know, you've aligned with knowing all your needs are met. And so that's why you're bringing these offerings to people. Water. Wasser. Wasser, Wasser. There is no Wasser in there. So the energy inside of the 7 o'clock, it feels as though you've gotten some kind of inheritance. Could be a spiritual inheritance. You may be feeling this 7 o'clock energy. at the time of the 21st of March, where you just recognize that your cup is full because you've been looking after your garden, you've been weeding whenever it's required, you've been planting the right seeds at the right time, and you've been harvesting exactly when you need to. You're somebody who maybe operates by the moon cycles, the sun cycles, and so you have the ability to get super creative. You've got the ability to use your conscious mind to just focus on anything that it is that you're wanting to manifest, and you really do bring it about for the people in your community or for yourself. For the people in your community or for yourself. You're somebody who has a lot of experience, right? You know where you're going, you know what you want to do in this lifetime, and so you're working towards achieving it. This is why you do what you do. This is why and how you do what you do, because you're supported spiritually. You're not spiritually bankrupt, borrowing from here and there. You're somebody that recognizes who they are inside of time, outside of time. You don't need to externally validate yourself. You just are. You don't give a fuck. You're cool. All right, whoever this energy is, you're cool. Beat me, break me, you will never take me. Stone me, throne me, you will never own me. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. All right, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Transformation and power, card number 17. The moon in Pisces. We have the Two of Pentacles. Deeply feeling, deeply connected, deeply spiritual, deeply connected to your ancestral lineage, your ancestral path. You're having a rebirth, rebalance, rebirth. Excuse me. Ooh, that rebirth energy is like, doof. How deep is your love? Is it like Nirvana? Hit me harder. Oh yeah. How deep is your love? Pisces. You went through something potentially that caused you to go through a rebirth. You could have had a phoenix moment yourself. You may have gone on to getting Game of Thrones. What is dead may never die. Wow. Page of Pentacles. So you're having a new beginning. You brought balance. You had a rebirth. You went through it. You got down. If you're getting down, baby, I want it now, baby. Move it all around, baby. I want it now, baby. I want your body, say what? You got your body, say who? I want your body right now. If you're getting down, baby, I want it now, baby. Move it all around, baby. I want it now, baby. It's like literally you've been connecting with your angels, your ancestors. You've literally gotten some kind of spiritual backing. Could be a female ancestor, don't know. Take it how it resonates. Page of Pentacles coming up with your Two of Pentacles. The way that you chose to go through your transformation, Spirit's offering you a new beginning. They're giving you a new beginning. Maybe it could be in terms of a connection. It could be in terms of a new job. It could be in terms of just like a new lifestyle, a tree change even. You taking the opportunities that are presented to you by your close friends and families. This is what's going to give you the tools to move forward, to project forward into the future that you're expecting, anticipating, looking for in your own time. This is going to feel really good. You're not going to feel pressured or burdened. It's going to feel like a very happy, harmonious completion, with the top of the deck being the World. Anyway, Pisces, it feels like you'll be fine. You've watched Scorpio go through it before, so you'll be fine. You know what you're doing. I don't feel like I need to say more than that. And then the Queen of Wands comes out again, and the 10 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. So compassion, harmony, and expansion. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shallow. All right. What's going on at 9 o'clock? Do-da, do-da. Intuition. The moon in Taurus. Slow and way down we go. Oh, 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 way down we go. Oh, oh, oh. Taurus. 9th house, expansion and belief. Woo! Your intuition is coming online. Your intuition is stabilizing. You have been nurturing, nourishing, restoring your mind. And it's about to have some interesting rewards. With the 5 swords on the inside, I feel as though you are able to add the sword that comes out here to these ones, and you move away from toxic thinking. You move away from negative cognitive schema, because you're aware that birds of a feather fly together. And if someone's flying north or south at the wrong time, in the wrong place, towards the wrong place, you're not really going to fly with them. I mean, you could if you want to. It's your prerogative, right? But I feel like you've got the ability to see now. With your intuition coming online quite clearly, you can recognize the good eggs from the bad eggs. You can literally recognize with your ability to hold your sword. Don't forget, this started at the King of Swords for the very first card. So you hold the truth now, not only on the inside, embodying it, but you also have the sword on the outside, Taurus. So by 9 o'clock on this reading, if you're listening to this reading as an overall reading for you, you've found the truth on the outside. You let go of the truth on the inside and you allowed it to manifest. You allowed yourself to come into conflict with the right people so that you could continue to meet the right people. You know that everything is a lesson. I don't really need to tell you. You're probably into all the same cool stuff that I'm into, right? So what do I need to share with Taurus for this collective message? What haven't I said? Beep, beep. Hello, how are you? Are you a Jeep? Beep, beep. Are you a Jeep? I don't know, it's the same 0 Z Alchemist 4444 4444. Yep. What's the truth that the Taurans have discovered, please, Spirit? It's just embodied. That's the only word I'm getting. Embodied truth. Embodied clarity. Embodied satisfaction. Oh, push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. 134, expansion, security. Seems like you, Taurus, are just freaking doing your thing. You're comfortably looking out over the ocean. You don't really have plans to go here or there. You might be on a holiday. While you're on holiday, I feel like you might win something. So if you're somebody who usually enters into competitions, then there might be a competition somewhere with your name on it. You'll know it when you see it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I definitely get the feeling that you are about to start something. 3-4. You're about to start something that's important to you, that's meaningful to you, that's in alignment with your passions. It feels like a good time. That feels like a good time. 3-4. Taurans. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Oh, wow! Sisters are doing it for themselves. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. I wish for you to have a nice day. Oh, I love dragon's blood. Oh, my coffee's making me tired now. Why do stimulants relax me? This makes no sense. Who can take the sunrise? And by stimulants, I mean caffeine. Even at the gym, I get so tired. All right. So Taurus, that good? Did I finish your session? Maybe. I don't know. Taurus, you're expanding your finances, you're expanding your passions, you're doing what's important to you. That's all I'm going to need to say. You're living in your truth and you're delivering your truth. Living and delivering your own truth. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Literally. All right, that's it. All right, so 10 o'clock then. Career, reputation. I have Virgo here. The moon in Virgo would be you feeling like you could tighten things up. You feeling like you could give a bit more here or there to your collective field in order for you to, Oracle card, gain sovereignty. Teach a man to fish and he will never be hungry. But give a man a fish and he will be hungry tomorrow. So with card number 33, this is late fire. Midway fire, really. So you choose. How are you going to hold your situation together? How is it that you're going to stand in your own power, your own authority? How is it that you're going to move into the world and express yourself? Are you going to express yourself as somebody who has power over their own mind, body, and spirit? Or are you going to express yourself as somebody who's a bit aloof, careless, reckless with their energy? It's completely up to you. The field is open and variable for you to do, say, be, whatever it is that you want to do, say, be. And so if you feel like you want to get out there and you want to get wild and you want to try something new, then go for it. But if you feel like you want to close it all in, pack it all in, make sure that you've got the right energy for later, in time, the future, then you can do that too. But I do feel like you, Virgo, everybody else as well, and my left hand is itching, so it feels like you guys have money coming towards you, in all honesty. Money coming to the door. Money stacking on the floor. Money coming to the door. Money stacking on the floor. Money coming up to my roof. Gonna need to buy another house. Stacked up. Racked up. What is happening with Virgo? Where are they expanding? How are they expanding? Queen of Wands. Feels like you're getting more confident, Virgo. Feels like you are actually ready to go on your own adventure as well. Not quite the Bilbo energy, but more like the Mary Poppins energy. Interesting. You might be a nanny. You might be somebody who works as a light worker. Maybe you read tarot as well. Virgo, not sure how this resonates, but you're somebody who even has Leo energy running through their chart. So that might be your moon rising. Maybe even check your north node. You already see the way through. Having come from the Ace of Swords for you, Virgo, getting to the Three of Wands, feels like you've stabilized your internal from a 5 type energy down to a 4 type energy on the outside. Even a 3 is fine. You've been able to balance your own emotions with the 3 of Cups on the inside and really nurture what was important to you so that you could continue to move forward. You didn't allow the opinions of others to hinder you, to block you, to stop you, so you continued to express yourself. You were not overtly concerned with the way others projected into your experience. It's very Leo. Virgo, very Leo, very refined. You're very refined, Virgo. I feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel that? All the children of the world. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I'm a goose, I'm a goose. How did I get on the loose? I'm a goose, I'm a goose. Card number 11. 11 o'clock. No fucking way. It's the King of Wands. Immediately after we got a Queen of Wands for clarification. So, 11 o'clock. Community and purpose. The people I'm talking to, and I will let you know, in the here and now, there's 2 of you. You or I or we may be people who are supposed to help others transform, connect with their own depth, maybe command the matrix to move a certain way so that people can be mass awoken. I don't know. I do say frequently that my messages are not for everybody and that I don't hope to be found by everybody. Because really, truthfully, it would be exhausting to have to minister to people who are not ready to minister to themselves. Right? And so, at 11 o'clock with the moon in Scorpio, I definitely feel like things could get a bit intense for you. I mean, we're talking about instincts and feelings with the moon, and then we put it in Scorpio. That's like intensity, depth, and power, right? It's governed by Pluto, regeneration and transformation. The King of Wands, you're taking hold. You know the direction you want to go in with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. I'm looking for a clarifier from the Clarify deck. You know where you want to go. You know the direction. You know exactly how much energy you need to put in it. Sagittarius energy coming out with that King of Wands. Oh, no, that's way too many cards. Queen of Pentacles making it out as the card that I looked at. I'm just looking for 1 or 2 cards, please, Spirit. 1 or 2 cards, please. We don't need to get so excited. We're at the end of this reading. Please. 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 Oh. King of Wands with an Ace of Wands? Sure. I'll take it. You've got the magic in you. Every time you touch that track, you turn it to gold. Now everybody wants that pressed up magic, magic, magic. Woo, you got the magic in you. What does a king do with 2 wands? Tra la 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 la. That really looks like a good time. No 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 no. Doesn't that look like a Leo with 2 wands? Scorpio. Well, Mariana Cross. La da 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 dee. Mariana Cross. Ooh. I don't know what. With that, it's like you must be this tall to ride. Keep your hands and legs inside the vehicle at all time. Blah 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 blah. It's like, ooh, warning, warning. Scorpio with the King of Wands energy. Don't fuck with us. Do not even try it. It's like Badger energy. I don't know. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Tell me, baby, can't you see? I got everything I need. Only a genius could love a woman like a genius. A genius. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Ooh. 2:27:22 on the clock just then. All right. 12 o'clock. When will I be famous? I can't answer that. Oh, I can't answer that. When will I be famous? Ooh. If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The crowd is here and the lights are on. 12 o'clock. Subconscious and surrender. The moon in Capricorn. Ooh, you Capricorn have done so friggin' well. Not only have you maintained resilience with the nine of wands coming out there, but you've been able to stabilize other people inside your experience as well. It's like you've not only had time to look after yourself, but you've had time to look after others who potentially needed help. And the 8 of Swords just came out and flipped out there. And yeah, Shirley, hello. How are ya? What is the clarifier for the 9 of Wands, please? Capricorn, what do you need to know? What's coming? You got the 9 of Cups coming. You got the 2 of Cups coming, and that's sort of it. Maybe an ending of some toxic patterns of behaviors and thinking, but overall, I feel like you're about to have a really good time. You're about to be really happy inside the experience. And if you ever do feel like you're feeling like that 10 of Swords, well, revert back to step 1, which is here, and make sure that you're feeling satisfied after the connection, right? Otherwise, you can always close out anything that no longer serves you whenever you want. So I feel like you've got a really healthy connection with your reality in the here and now. I feel like you've got a really good sense of where you want to go. I feel like you, Capricorn, 12 o'clock, 12th house, take it out how it resonates. You've built resilience and you've got satisfaction. Push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction. Capricorn, and you're doing it. You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it. Peter Pan. Anyway. You're somebody who I don't know. This isn't your first rodeo. You're very connected to the here and now. You're very connected to your own experience. You know that when you put ambition, when you put power, when you put emotion into the things that you want for your life, they come about. Like, you've got that Capricornian energy going for you. You've got the ability to really master everything that you want to master in a time that's safe, happy, reasonable. You hold yourself quite well with the Nine of Wands resilience, and you even seem pretty satisfied with the Nine of Cups coming out. So overall, Capricorn, you guys are doing well. You prefer Jung to Freud? Definitely don't like Marx. Are you at the beginning? I'll have to chat to you through text. Did you go back to the beginning, Shirley? About to read the 22nd card. About to read 22nd card. Ooh, that's a 2. That's a 3. Ding. All right. So for everybody that stayed, hung out, and chatted, lots of love. Appreciate you. Thanks for being patient with the full journey show. It's been 2.5 hours. This will actually be the longest 22 card spread that I have ever done to date. But I do admit there has been some intermissions. So without further ado, bang, bang, I shot you down. Bang, bang, you hit the ground. Bang, bang, that awful sound. Bang, bang, my baby shot me down, 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 down. My baby shot me, my baby shot me. My baby shot me down. You're a winner, baby. Like, it's the Ace of Wands is the 22nd card. Are you joking? Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna turn around and desert you. Never gonna give you up, never gonna tear you down, never gonna da-da-da-da-down, but do. Never gonna give you up. Oh my gosh, I come from a different time. From the King of Swords to the Ace of Wands, you are somebody who is ready to take this year of the Fire Horse by the reins. And so, by the time we get to the 21st of March, you are well and truly ready to take hold of the Aries energy of the entire field, to start the things that feel good for you, and to maintain everything that feels natural. There's no forcing anymore. You just have to show up, be yourself, and enjoy what happens. You've been a part of the collective field since you woke up and recognized that you have a truth inside of you to share, to express. And by you having been willing to go through the journey of life, by you having been willing to go through the entire experience without becoming jaded, without becoming injured, without becoming somebody who takes this experience personally, you've arrived at the end of this reading and you are just going to succeed. Let them try and block your success. God will bless you. Let them try and block you from expressing who you are. The angels will elevate you. Let them throw stones and build yourself a beautiful castle, okay? You're not somebody who, like, this reading doesn't read like any maliciousness inside of it at all. The people that I read for, you're, if anything, somebody who helps others out of circumstances that they're stuck in, trapped in. It's like you help people get to their Ace of Wands. So yeah, that was the 22 card spread. Anything else I need to say to the collective here and now as I close this out? I'll shuffle it 3 times and that will be it. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Close that out. Final messages. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Death card. Final messages. If you're in the pursuit of transformation, if you're in the pursuit of some kind of universal message, just know that it is looking for you too. And when you're ready, in the here and now, you can use Scorpio energy to take command, to reignite your spark, and you can live in the middle here, right between transformation, rebirth, and the pursuit of everything that's important to you. And here and now, I just want to say thank you so much. If you resonated with anything that I said today, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe also. It'll help me continue doing what I'm doing in the here and now for the collective field, for myself as well. I enjoy doing what I do, and by you hitting that subscribe button, I get to come back and do it again, potentially to more people. So help me get to 1,000 subscribers so that then I can be shown off to more than just 50 people. It's just one of the YouTube restrictions. I can only get shown 50 new people. So if the 900 people that are subscribed don't show up, then only 50 new people will come across my YouTube, unless people are liking and commenting. So I don't know how that works. I kind of shoot down commenting. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the next part of this session, which is the free general readings with a resonance. So today, all I'm going to ask is that you tell me what your star sign is, and I'll be using that card as a foundation card, and then I'll be pulling 2, 3, 5 cards for your reading. Otherwise, I can do an internal 9 to see where you're at as well, because I'm here with all of my decks. I've got all the decks with me, and I can do that easily. So yeah, that was a really big reading. Thank you, Shalay. You love to rickroll people. Ditto, babes. Never gonna get. Keep you warm. Bye da 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 do na da da dum ba da 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 do da beep da 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 da. All right, just finally, if you're disengaging from here now because you're not going to check out the personal readings, I want to say, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. All right, shout out to one of my favorite actors. Libra. I'm going, sorry. Okay. Animal Oracle? Just general, Shirley? My Instagram is 0Z Alchemist 4444. That's it. you'll see a picture of a peacock. You'll see a picture of me underwater diving, and I don't remember what my third picture is. But yeah, I've had that Instagram since I first joined Instagram, so my archive is huge. I used to love taking pictures. I will admit, in the here and now, I did start multiple other ones when I was initially going through the separation with my ex, because I actually noticed that the phone that I've got in the here and now, I didn't realize at the time, but he was logged in to my phone and he had logged me out of my Google Drive. So I lost about 6 or 7 months of my photos, and I didn't realize that I was backing up onto his Google Drive, which means that he was getting all of my screenshots, that he was getting all of my videos, all of my everything. I didn't realize that my phone had been logged into his name. Yeah. I will say in the here and now, that is a form of technological abuse. It is a form of DV. So if you know anybody that's going through anything in relation to DV, please reach out to them, offer them support in any way you can, even alerting them to the ways that they are being manipulated. Sometimes I don't know if you know this. Huge trigger warning. So sorry. Victim survivors of domestic abuse sometimes will take years to get to the point where they're able to ask for help again. In circumstances like mine, I reached out for help to the police and they tried to use my request for help to charge me again. Thankfully, they didn't follow the correct procedure and my case was dismissed. And so I was never able to access any kind of help, any kind of financial help. And to be honest, so be it. I'm alive. I'm safe. I have a fence around me. I have my mum and dad living just there. I have my sister and her fiance living just there. Theo's inside. Theo gets fed. I eat as often as I can. I'm safe. I'm no longer living in a tent. I'm no longer being moved around Australia every time my ex has somebody disagree with him at work. I'm free. I don't have to give up any portion of my free will either. I'm free. I have 100% of my choices back. I've got control of my phone again. I'm free. And I think that everybody should find their own sense of freedom in their own existence too. Everybody deserves to freely express themselves. Everybody deserves to feel safe. Everybody deserves to have a secure home, a secure roof over their head, and a happy tummy and a safe place to sleep. And I'm sorry, but if you've got a good relationship with your parents and you've been able to help them heal themselves and move on for themselves, then ultimately you've done your job as a child. Okay? You helping your parents, you helping the past generation is going to help you in such a huge way. So by you expressing to people who might have come from a generation where they don't talk about Fight Club and they don't talk about Bruno, then at least give them the opportunity to feel seen by you letting them know, hey, if there's anything that you need, let me know. Literally. I'm not talking about you extending that to me. I'm talking about anybody in your world who you recognize is not behaving normally, is not expressing normally, is not reacting normally. Give them a break. You have no idea what they're going through. And look, the internet is a huge, big, bad world, and we can all do and say whatever we want. But ultimately, YouTube is governed by the US some kind of US judicial system. So yeah. Anyway, let me clear my head and go back to Shirley. I'm sorry, love, to hijack your moment, but yeah. I love you too, Shirley. Sorry. Libra. Shirley. Shirley's highest good. Messages of love and light for her and her collective. Show me the current energy. Only what I am allowed to see from the gate of potential. I'm seeing like a sandstone building. Looks like a lifeguard house. Maybe? I don't see columns. I don't know. It's like a beach house. It looks like an estate. I don't know what I'm looking at here, Shirley. Hold on. I'm seeing like a driveway with pencil pines and red and white roses alternating. You're driving down. There. The fox spirit, think on your feet. Electric eel spirit, bring ideas to life. And the white raven spirit, trust in the magic. Three cards. Present energy is the fox. What did that sandstone thing mean anything to you, Shirley? Okay. Because I don't know why I was saying that. Since I unbound myself, I'm getting my dreams back. I'm getting all of my intuitions back. I was afraid of my power for a little while, so I chose to lock it away for a minute. Whew. Okay. you're getting the good tarot. Let's see. So your card for today was the Knight of Cups. So there's either something being offered to you or you're making an offering. It feels as though it's more like you're making an offering because the clarifying card was the Strength card, so integration. Something that you learned on the inside, something that you mastered mentally, mental mastery, mental ascension. Wow. Cool. You mastered something on the inside, on the internal. And this is putting you in abundant energy. This means that the connections that you make are going to be abundant. Like I'm seeing, it's like, I don't know. Togas? Is this card? I can see togas and I can see like grapes and fruits and people feeding each other. It feels like a party. What's going on with this? What is present energy? What's going on with the electric eel? Let me know. Let me see. The 8 of Fire. So you two may be coming to some kind of conclusion. It's like you're getting ready to aim. It's like ready, aim, fire. And then I just saw Katniss Everdeen when she's coming out to the... and she's wearing that fiery dress. Ooh, this feels like a full moon party kind of energy. Thailand. Ooh, okay. You might be in the works of bringing something to the public. You may be in the process of realizing some kind of dream. Something that you've been waiting to share for a little while. And this is potentially what's got you thinking on your feet in the here and now? Got you offering something? Like, what are you offering, though? Why are you offering? What has you thinking on your feet, and why are you offering? With the Knight of Cups and the... thinking on your feet, 9 of Earth. Then what's going on with this White Raven and the Strength card? Thank you. Anything else she needs to know? Yep. All good. So bottom of the deck energy, King of Pentacles. You may be meeting someone who's financially secure. Don't know. You may be meeting somebody who has everything that they want from the material expression. You may actually, because Aries... oh, this is not... I read it the old way. I read you in the spot that is Aries today. I didn't read you in the Libra spot. Doesn't matter. I read you in the spot of the standard 12 house reading. Sorry, Shirley, but I think this still makes sense. Your king is coming. I heard winter is coming. Winter is coming. So gotta have someone to cuddle with. You're thinking on your feet in the here and now because you've got some sort of independence happening, independent energy. So you're somebody who probably has emotional stability, financial stability within yourself, Shirley, and you're moving in a way that feels good to you. Like there's no rush, there's no urgency. Pentacle energy is very slow. Slow and steady wins the race. And then thinking on your feet, I mean, the longer you take to slow down, get a good sense of where you want to go next, and then take that step, it's easier. You're already on your feet, right? Red. Red is important. Red. Red what? Is this the root chakra? Trust that your path will unfold for you when you're ready. Faith of a mustard seed. Give yourself the opportunity to develop and grow in places you've been feeling called. You'll know what this means for you. Now, the white raven spirit turns trust in magic. Now, I've never seen a white raven personally, but this looks pretty cute. It looks like a royal of some sort. Card number 66. Now, this card comes out with the Page of Pentacles. So we saw that King of Pentacles before. Feels like you're going to be getting some kind of spiritual correspondence. It will be confirmed for you in your 3D. The correspondence could come from a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Doesn't have to. It could be inside of their ascendant. Check their ascendant. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The star sign will give you the energy that they're coming towards you in, but just trust that it's in alignment with what you've been asking for, what you've been speaking with the universe. It won't be something that is generated from nothing. It'll be like living the dream or realizing the dream. Spring. Anything else? Do you have any questions, Shirley? I could be an uncle soon. What? That's cool. Shirley would like to work with DV survivors. I don't know who they were before the trauma. See, I think I don't mean to talk out of place, but I think that people who experience DV, they've probably experienced it in their childhood as well. Makes it really hard for diagnoses and support and all of this, especially if you go through thinking that you deserve it or it's the way that you need to present yourself to accept love. But yeah, it's a journey. Did you have questions? How do they make that noise? How do you do that without stopping? Oh my gosh, I nearly passed out. Okay, let's see. Is your partner coming back? I think it requires emotional stability to be able to come back, and I'm not quite sure if they're there yet. King of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Pisces with that King of Cups in reverse. They just, I don't know, the energy, according to your question, the energy felt like emotionally unstable and very much in their feelings. Yeah, a boy. It gives Matilda energy. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm big, you're little, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's like being the king of the hill, but you're the only one playing. Anyway. Is he gonna come back? That card makes me aware of what you just said, that you're in a happy relationship, because the lovers didn't pop out for his question, but it was upright in the deck. Is he coming back or not? Nope, I don't think so. I think you've changed. I think you've grown. I don't think he's caught up or even maintained. I don't know. Very different energy to when I'm looking at you versus looking at him. Very different energy. Chalk and cheese. Well, babes, you did have the Page of Earth in your future with White Raven Spirit. All the best. Good luck. And I hope you get everything that you're wanting, babes. But only everything you want. Not more, not less. So make a list, check it twice. It's your life, right? Wow. All right. I think I think my first ex-fiance was about 8 years older than me, and she had a daughter. That was my favorite part. Can you hear that cricket or cicada? What the? So cool. Damn, it's cold outside. I really must go. Baby, it's cold outside. I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Thank you, thank you. Mamma mia. Here we go again. Mama, how can I resist you? Mamma mia. Mama, did I ever let you go? All right, now what? If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The crowd is here and the lights are on. I'm a TP, I'm a widwong. I'm a TP, I'm a widwong. I'm a TP, I'm a widwong. Relax, man, you're too tense. Take a look at my girlfriend, she's the only one I got, ba-da-da-da. All right. I'm out of love, set me free. Don't let me out this misery. Just show me a way to get my life again. You can't handle me. Said I'm out of love, can't you see? Baby, it's you's gotta set me free. I'm out of love. Boom, 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 boom. Said how many times have I tried to turn this love around? And how many times you just can't be found? Come on, be a man about it. You won't survive. I ain't got no more tears to cry. See, I can't take it no more. You know I gotta let it go. And you know I'm out of love. Set me free. Don't let me out this misery. Just show me the way to get my life again. You can't handle me. All right. Ah! The coffee's all hitting me right now. Pinch punch, first day of the month. Ah! All right. Does anybody want a reading? Or am I going to disappear? A bibbidi bobbidi boop. Boop. On Vogue, Sprinkle? I hope I haven't misrepresented myself in the here and now. I extend sympathy and empathy towards anybody with mental health disorders. Narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health issue, and so is sociopath, so is psychopathy. They it's a mental health issue. It's crazy. It sucks. I wish it was not true that these people can be covert, they can be unaware of themselves, they can be dangerous ultimately. Wow, yeah. I think for the most part those people really struggle with self-acceptance. They yeah, I don't know. I had body dysmorphia, so I can't imagine what it's like to have a full-on mental picture of how the world works, and so I don't really hold judgment for them. I just really hope that everybody can be safe in their own way. That's why friendships are so important. I think that's why most of those groups of people try and disassociate you from your friends, your family. Wow. Yeah, surely. Anyway, Sprinkle, what was your star sign? Sorry. Yeah. Sprinkle, I think I've actually been considering the research that's come out, and I'm not sure that 1% is correct. I think it might be higher. I do admit that psychological disorders like autism, ADHD, the out of sight, out of mind. Anyway, there is so much. It's so hard. I would. Psychiatrists really are the ones that can identify and keep people safe from such things, but it's really hard. Psychology and psychiatry isn't something that's available to everyone, for everyone. I mean, here in Australia it is, but yeah, not everybody has that. So, all right, Sprinkle, Pisces. Yeah. Yeah. I've been a patient of psychology for 12 years. I was misusing therapy though. I was literally until I got my latest psychologist, which I met like a year or two after I got married. We were working on the outlook or on the outcome of me integrating with others. So I pretty much went to therapy to try and figure out how to connect with people better. Because actually, my first set of therapy was prescribed to me after I had a same-sex interaction while at the church, and I took it to my pastor, and he pretty much put me in conversion therapy. So that was my first round of therapy. After that, I needed to be treated by a psychologist for a while. The first part of the therapy was men's group chats, and we were told that we needed to have an elastic band on our wrist, and that anytime we had any impure thoughts, we were to grab the elastic band as far as we could and let it go. My general practitioner actually recognized that I had bruises on my wrists and asked me what was going on and told me to stop the therapy. Anyway, I've gone through a bit in a minute of my life, so yeah. My current one changed the outlook or changed the direction to ADHD, ADHD, and now I seem to be making progress like easier, and it's not taking me years. And he's making everything make sense that I've tried doing with cognitive behavioral therapy, trying to do with exposure therapy, trying to do all the things, and then yeah, now it's just working. And the only thing is, I don't want to go on Ritalin. Like, I don't really want to go on any kind of speed. All right, Sprinkle, you feeling balanced right now? You feeling tempered? You annealed? Is this your first card? I also minored in criminal justice, and I really should go back to get my master's counseling because it's where I would do the best work. Not work though, only love. That makes me so frustrated and honestly sad. That is not the appropriate way at all for something that is not even wrong in the slightest bit. And I look up to you so much for getting through that and for being strong and brave and amazing enough to be your beautiful self. The thing is, I think the hardest thing for anybody to understand, trauma can be healed. Yes, it will take time. Yes, you need to give yourself patience. Yes, you need to have resilience and cultivate that for yourself. But ultimately, if you like, I wouldn't change a single one of my experiences. Like, I'm very grateful for everything that happened to me in exactly the way that it happened to me. Like, I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I didn't have all the experiences that I've gone through. My life is a consequence of the choices that I've made up until this point. And I've actively been involved in my life. I actively chose to do everything that I've done in my life. And regret is folly. I feel like would you really change the past? I don't think so. Because the future has so much potential. Yeah, I mean, I've had a past. When I was working at Jetstar, I had 6 months of a stint where I reconnected with an old high school friend, an old work colleague, and I spent 6 months on methamphetamines. At the end of those 6 months, I drove my car into my parents' house garage and I said, "Here's my keys, here's my wallet, here's my phone. Don't give them back to me until you think I'm clean." Like, that's the kind of relationship I've had with my parents forever. I've always been transparent and honest with everybody. I don't know if that's a trauma response in order to accept love, that I needed to sacrifice myself for people, but I don't do it anymore. Anyway, let me get to your reading, Sprinkle. Pisces. Let's see. Woo. All right, so Sprinkle, your card today was the Two of Pentacles. Your present energy is balanced. You're somebody who is about to start putting more energy towards the things that you're wanting to exist or see inside of your experience. And it starts with some kind of truth that you found. Yours goes to the center of the spread. So I want to see Two of Pentacles. How is this pertinent to you? How is the Two of Pentacles speaking to you right now? What are the messages for you, shall I? You are currently very unbalanced. I'm sorry about that. Whew. Present energy, the Ten of Wands. You're feeling a bit burdened. Trying to bring balance then to your situation, your current situation. All right. So if this is past energy or present energy, what happened before this? Where was the energy before the Ten of Wands? The Star and the High Priestess. I'm just going to leave that over there. Bullshit. Alright, so In your past energy, in your past energy, I get that. Oh, no shit. Before you came to these burdens, you may have been somebody who was trying to renew themselves, trying to regenerate something of a vision, of a dream. You were somebody who was working closely with the 3D, with the material world. You were somebody who was... You shifted your focus all the way into, like, I don't know where this is coming from, but you shifted your focus into work. It's not like you were burdened by reality, but you were focusing on what could bring you consequences or results. You were looking for, I don't know, it's like you were looking for a way to communicate where you needed to be grounded, and you knew where you needed to express it, but it didn't happen in this plane. It didn't happen. Instead, I don't know, it's like you picked up the... It's like you were trying to process somebody else's karma. Yeah. I broke before to the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. It's like Four of Cups. With the sun at the bottom of the deck. It feels as though you're somebody, Chalet, that has been working on integrating some kind of message from their past. You may have had an ancestor reach out to you in your dreams. You may have had an ancestor actually appear to you at your temple, at your altar, and they offered you something. It's like they offered you a path to release something. They were looking at some kind of renewal. So it's like I'm seeing somebody replace like a 7-day candle. Or placing one. And then this is where these become visible. It's like these are invisible until you turn on the candle. And then it's like your ancestors connect with you. Is it a male ancestor? I don't know. Cancer or Pisces energy with the Four of Cups coming out. Potentially a connection that you didn't have much invested in. Maybe a connection with somebody that was aloof. They were very observant though. I don't know. This is interesting that it comes out that way. They want to restore something for you. They want to restore something to you. What do you want to give back? They want to give you back your happiness. They want to show you how to find happiness, how to create happiness. They want to shift you towards satisfaction, or satisfaction will shift you. Hello? 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 Either which way, I feel like you're going to get clarity on exactly what this is, who it is that's coming through. It doesn't need to necessarily be a masculine energy. It can just be an ancestor asserting themselves. It's not going to feel urgent. It's not going to feel rushed. And if anything, you're going to know who it is. Okay. Water sign. Yeah, that was your reading, sister girlfriend. How was that? Is that all right? You all good? All right. I feel like that's it. All right. Well. Wow. I sometimes wonder if my daughter sends me anything. I haven't told you that story. I told you about the ex-girlfriend that tried to come to my sister's wedding and ended up getting barred by everybody. She told me she was pregnant by telling me she had had an abortion. She turned me off women for 17 years. Potentially permanently. Don't know. Oh, that's so cute. I say that and I get the Page of Swords. Oh, universe. It's okay. I can't imagine anything worse than living with yourself after you make those kinds of choices. So I don't have to live with her. She has to live with her. I got over it. I've moved on. I'm still thinking about having kids in my future. That's it. All right, everybody. If that's it, if that's all, I might disappear. I hope that was helpful. 22 cards for y'all to do with what you will. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Do all the good stuff. Interact with this video as much as you can. Helps me get put out into the algorithm and all that good stuff. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your night, depending on what time it is for you. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'm super grateful for each and every one of you. Thanks to the 4 people who left a like at this live, and thank you to everyone else who leaves a like, comment, share, subscribe after the fact. My name is Chris. I'm the Aussie Alchemist. My intention was not to trauma bond with you, so if it felt that way, just disregard, disconnect from it, and yeah, fingers crossed I can catch you on the next one, and maybe one day I won't need to talk from a place of pain and trauma. Maybe one day we'll just be able to heal each other and show each other the way forward, which is sort of why I've continued this channel. So it's a 0, not an O. 0Z. And yeah, just remember, I'm only a human being. I'm just trying to do my best. I'm not claiming that I'm perfect by any measure, by any stretch. I'm just as busted up and broken as the next person. And yeah, I just want everyone to win so that we can end whatever we're trying to get to quicker. Because while there's still losers, it's really hard to move along. So I just want everyone to win. Yeah. Anyway. Lots of love from me to you. Thank you so much for joining me here. Thank you, Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, for allowing me to be here and now in this space to deliver messages to the collective field with love, joy, and peace in the center of my experience. I pray and hope that the field is not muddled or marred by my experience, but people can take away what they need to bolster their own circumstances, their own situations. For my words never to be used against me, but for my words to maybe stand and be held as a crutch while people figure out their own circumstances for themselves. I ask and I thank you for all the experiences that I've had in my life up until this moment in time, and I thank you, Heavenly Father, for giving me the opportunity to walk in this experience, walk in this plane, this field, knowing here and now that I can only control myself and that I cannot control externally, and to try even control externally would be an exhausting process. So I just appear in the here and now, ready, available, and waiting, as always, to deliver messages upwards and outwards, so that everybody that comes into this space can take away a message of love and light, so that no matter where they find themselves, at the top of a peak or at the bottom of a valley, they might be able to get around the fire that we've all lit up here together and take some warmth away from this moment. I thank you for everybody who comes into this space with a generous heart, with an honest mind, and with an open experience, an open mind towards the experience that we can create and collaborate to create together in the moment here and now. This moment wouldn't exist without a viewer, and this moment wouldn't exist without me, the participant. And so I thank you for each and every viewer that was here, and I thank you for each and every day that I get to be here on this side of the camera, being a willing participant to stand in front of this camera, sit in front of this camera, and deliver messages. I pray that I only come across clearly to those who need messages of guidance, and hopefully the words that I say are enough to help them with whatever they need. As always, more of you, God, less of me. Thank you so much for my life, and I thank you so much for all my ancestors and for the lives that they led and for the sacrifices that they made to allow me to be present in the here and now. I close this circle in the here and now. Thank you, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Metatron. Oh, thank you for the protection. I thank you for the space that we had here. And I thank you all for being yourselves and having a good time with me here and now. Blessed be, walk in the light. And if you can't be good at it. All right. Bye. Catch you on the next one.